Good morning, it's Olivia at OMG Artistry. I am at my house today. I am off. Yes, I am off, which technically I'm not off because I'm doing this takeover, but you're all my friends. So we're gonna do a full-on Q&A today. We're going to talk about social media. We're gonna talk about blonding. Anything and everything you have questions on, I'm gonna leave it right here so you guys can ask me, but we are gonna get started now. My speedy introduction is I have been a hairstylist for almost 9 years now. I've been working in salons since I was 13 years old. I'm not gonna let you do the math, but I started on Instagram right when it started. But first it was YouTube. So many questions, so let's just get right into them. I love this question because it's like spilling all the tea. Do you work with brands you do not believe in? Hell no. Hell no. I have actually turned down like I have turned down opportunities after opportunities after opportunities for products that I did not feel my friends online would appreciate. For hair photos, what is best? Black backgrounds, white backgrounds, neither. I am a true fan of white backgrounds with some sort of dimension in the background. Reason being, if you go to any major outlets, brands, I'm talking media outlets, brands, what are they reposting? Clean, nice backgrounds. So color or... Which leads me into the next question is, how do you work with brands? Well, what you have to do is create a list of every single brand that you want to work with this year. Another thing, do not ask for a repost. Ever. You need to make sure that you are undyingly loyal to whoever is on your list that you're working with. So what that means is commenting, DMing, also DMing them, creating conversations, just creating a relationship with the other person who is on the other side of that social media channel. That's how you get reposted. You show loyalty, and then, last but not least, your content, your photos, your brand has to be sister brands with the company you want to work with, not step cousin's ex-wife, fiance, sister-in-law. Meaning you have to go to their website, to their social channels. If they are a more modernized, sleek type of company, you're going to want to start creating modern, sleek type of content. And if it's a Western, boho-y type of company, your content has to coincide with that brand's content. It has to emulate their content. You can't just fit yourself into, and do not twist my words on this, you can create content however you want to create content. But if you want to work with a specific brand, you're going to want to create content that they post. How did you become so successful doing what you're so passionate about? I wake up in the morning. There's a sign right above my bed that says, "Rise to the challenge." That is how I live my life. Like, I love what I do. Specifically what I did, I'm going to actually tell you. This is not a magic show where I just tell you to be passionate, because that is not the case. There are days where you are not passionate. Every 6 months, I write down on my notepad. I have so many little things just even all over my desk of me telling myself exactly what I want. If you go back to the story and see where it says November 2008, it says 138, I'm now at 161, and it's because of posting video. I'll tell you why. What gets the most engagement? Video, okay? The reason why I say video is because I follow my 3 rules of it being entertaining, educating, or inspiring. Not to mention your content, but your context, which is your captions, have to be extremely engaging as well. What that means is I tell a lot of stories in my captions, I tell my formulas, and I ask questions. Creating content as a part-time hairstylist. Yes, it is hard. Do we want to get paid for every single piece of hair, strands, cuticles that we do? Of course we do. But that is not the case. Back in the day, I used to do like fashion photo shoots, and that's one of the ways I built my friendships online. But I was all about the collaboration. It's embedded in my life. I used to go to Kinko's and spend so much money on like flyers and business cards and like banner. Like I used to spend so much money to market myself and advertise. I said to myself, I go, how can I start working smarter with my hands and not my pocketbook? Pocketbook? Is that even a thing? Do people still call it a pocketbook? So at the end of the day, collaboratively asking models to come in to film is a part of marketing that is free. It's free. Yes, Aaron is just as ambitious as I am. He travels for a living as well, and he traveled over 122,000 miles last year. I traveled over 100,000 miles last year. I was on the road, I want to say, over like 100 days. This is such a great question because I didn't get a lot of advice out of school because people were at that time not as willing to mentor. My best advice is to research like crazy. There is so much free information on YouTube right now, on Instagram, on Beauty Launchpad. Like, listen to me carefully. Go assist. Go take on as much information in your brain space as humanly possible. Leads me to my next question. What would I tell my younger self? And I would say to myself, do not feel pressure of working at a salon and start doing hair like immediately. Like, don't think you need to rent space like immediately. This is a wonderful question. We are in the service industry. We are here to serve, not to be served. I have embedded in my mind, it is not about me. Nothing in this life is about me. It's how I can help my clients, how I can help my friends build their social media online. Acts of selflessness and the willingness to give out information is something that I practice daily. You know, I get this question a lot. Yes, hello. We can be best friends with every single person on my IG if like that was even the case. If you notice, I don't call them followers because they're not followers. They're just my friends online. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today to do my takeover. I can finally let my puppy free because as you could tell, he snores so much. So I had to put him in the other room. But really, I enjoyed this so much and I promise to do this more often.